Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force. I'm Craig Stern, and we are here in Warl, a tropical land with mermaids and other things. And we are going to rest and relax while we're here. How exciting. There's lots to see here. And we can take a guest boat around. That's pretty exciting. And... whoa, what? Okay, so Bokken just straight up walked out of the ocean when we stepped onto a fish. That's interesting. Wow, yeah. I don't know, Bokken's kind of freaking me out now. I think I'm just gonna move on. Do I like fish? Actually, yeah, I do like fish. Wonder what happens if I say no. Yep, okay. Kinda what I thought. Yeah, that Bokken guy. I don't know what his deal is. Will I go with her to Ring Reef? You know, I'd like to, but I have a girlfriend, so I'm gonna say no. Oh, well then. Alright. What is... whoa. So, the king actually owns all of the item shops in Warl, which is just so delightfully bizarre. I also like that he, like, zips around at, like, sonic speeds the second you step up to the counter. So, Warl actually has some pretty good weapons that we haven't seen before. We have seen the Elven Arrow, but we haven't used it yet because I haven't found any archers that are up to my standards. The Steel Sword, which we would have given to Balbaroy if I hadn't decided to give up on him. Power Spear, of course, we've had for some time, but look at this! It's a new lance! The Steel Lance. We are going to get us a couple of those. May certainly is going to get one. She can't use this. Oh. Well, she can just as soon as I promote her. And let's see. I would like a second Steel Lance for my pal Ken. That he can use to... we're going to have to do something about that, no. Nope. Nope. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about that medical herb that's wasting space in his inventory. I'll give it to... oh, I don't know. How about Luke? And actually, now that I'm, like, looking at this... why does Luke have a healing seed? I should give that to someone who can actually use it. Like May. May gets a healing seed. I'll have May transfer that power potion to someone who I don't care about. Alright. Much better. And now we will get a Steel Lance for Ken. As you can see, Steel Lances are quite expensive, but they're totally worth it, because they deal like a bajillion damage. And let's see, there's no one else I need to get a sword. I could get a battle axe, but if I remember correctly, the heat axe is actually a little better. So there's no reason for me to get that. No, we are all done here, Mr. King. Now what I could do, if I wanted to, is stick Ernest in my group. Because I actually do rather like Ernest. He's a pretty good Centaur Knight. And I could buy him a Power Spear and a Steel Lance, so he's not stuck using that horrible bronze lance he's holding. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, the only thing is, there are enemies in the next battle, and in the battle after that, that have... oh, he can't use that yet. What the heck, we'll buy it anyway. Whatever, we have some gold to burn, right? You can't really burn gold, but whatever. It's a technicality. great, great. No, I do not want anything else, but yes to anything else. I'm going to sell his bronze lance, because that is totally useless. Anything else to sell? Nope. Anything else? Nope. Thank you, do come again. Oh, I will, Mr. King. I will. And let's see. Let's equip Ernest with the Power Spear. See, that puts him at 28 attack already. He is a bit of a powerhouse. The king is in, indeed. Wow, look at that. Now that is hospitality. He will repair our ship free of charge, just as long as we help him out with tourism. That is a king that knows where his bread is buttered. Shower of Cure. That is a sweet, sweet item. But I don't think I want Buffon holding it. I'm going to give that to... Who do I want to hold this? Possibly... Oh, I know. I'm giving it to Domingo. You want to give that to someone who's probably not going to end up getting killed. And as much as enemies try to kill Domingo, they very seldom succeed. Oh, mobility ring. How interesting. I'm not actually sure who I want to give that to. Maybe I should give that to Chris. I know she's already using a speed ring, and I could give that to someone who actually needs it more. Anyone who you want to be able to get around the battlefield quickly is a good candidate for the mobility ring. Maybe I should give it to Gong. Yeah, maybe I'll give it to Gong. Look at that, his move is 5. Boop! 7. He is now an extremely mobile healer. He can get wherever he needs to be in order to heal my guys. And another Bread of Life. Very good. That is yet another one of those items that permanently increase stats. I don't need to use it just yet, so I'm going to hand it over to Vankar. He may be drunk and unreliable, but I don't think he's going to eat the bread. Because if I remember correctly, he never gets the munchies. He just drinks, and he slacks off, and that's about it. Medical herb. That's pretty much the most useless thing I could have found, but that's cool. Maybe I'll give it to Domingo. Since Domingo takes so little damage, I can't imagine he'll need much more than that. And a defense potion. Man, Warrel is just filled with great items, isn't it? Alright, this is going to Vankar. Don't drink the defense potion, Vankar. It's not alcoholic. Alright. That's a good little haul. Ooh, we can go in the Island Hotel. Let's have a look inside. Money is not necessary. Wow, that's a pretty awful business model if you think about it. No. Wait a minute. If it's shaped like a ring, wouldn't there always have been a hole in it? Isn't that kind of the whole point of a ring? I'm just saying. Yeah, buddy, I think you should maybe leave the hole, because that is the whole point of a ring. Ooh, Warrel room. Yeah, you can't actually do anything in the hotel, in case you were wondering. It's just there for decoration and to get exposition about the hole in Ring Reef, which, frankly, no one should be surprised about, because it's shaped like a ring. case you're wondering, by the way, every single mermaid in this area is somehow related to Shell. And they're all women. It's a little strange. I'm not really entirely sure how they reproduce, since they're all apparently women and all related. Oh, the dragons live in Dragonia, of course. No, I don't want to hear your secret. Yep, that's right. I don't care. Alright, fine. Tell me your secret. I lied. I want to know. Yes, tell me. Yeah, that's actually completely useless. Thank you for telling me a completely unhelpful secret. I'm so glad I talked to you. So, in case you haven't gotten the hint yet, the whole point of this area is you're supposed to go to Ring Reef. I have not ever heard of prompt, but thank you for prompting me. God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, descendants of the ancients live there. That sounds kind of weird. I'm not sure that I like this prompt place. Well, if the whole sea pours into Ring Reef, then maybe you should move there. What do you think of that guy? Yep. Okay. Great. Clearly there's nothing to do here except go to Ring Reef. Yes, I'm going past the buoys. Yep, that's fine. I don't care. Blah blah. Going to Ring Reef. But oh no, the current! And I'm in a bed. And someone already looted this chest. Oh look, it's the missing friar. What do you know? Strange creature appeared, but what kind of strange creature are you talking about, buddy? Because I don't see any creature. In fact, that just looks like a thingy. I don't actually know what that looks like. Looks like some sort of structure of some kind, I guess. Not a creature. Not so much. And we just fell down a tube of some kind. I guess that could be the creature. It's just a skeleton, though. Let's follow it. Oh no, he's going to inform the master. Alright, in case you haven't figured it out, we're about to go into a battle. And once again, not one that's too terribly challenging. Shining Force! Yeah, you shall destroy us all, blah blah. You're not going to do anything, because your characters that you're in command of all suck. First of all, we have Hellhounds, who we've already established kind of low. These are new. These are worms. But as you can see, they're basically like conchs, except worse. They have lower hit points and slightly lower attack. But also, like conchs, they can poison you. That's their one thing that they can do. They brought back skeletons for this battle, which is kind of mind-blowing. Except, they, as you can see, they're equipped with better equipment. They have shield rings, which raise their defense, and longswords, which raise their attack to a respectable 25. Not anything to be too terribly concerned about, but, you know, they can deal some damage. So, you don't want to be totally careless around them. And, of course, we have some sea bats. Because why wouldn't we have sea bats in a weird underground... I don't even know what this place is. It's a, you know, it's a thing. It's a place with some stuff. That's all. Totally expected. Oh, I didn't promote May. I'm gonna have to remember to do that at some point. So she can use her awesome new lance. Well, no worries. The Power Spear is still plenty effective at this point. So I've decided I'm going to advance to the left. I feel like that's the best route for me to take. Here's Gong with his newly enhanced movement. As you can see, he's not moving vast distances. His movement is now, I think, equivalent to that of a centaur. So, you know, pretty good. Certainly better than it was before. But not, like, mind-blowing or anything. Alright, Ken, why don't you just take a position right there. Hello, we'll move you over here. Font, why don't you hang out over here? As you can see, the boss of this battle is a master mage. There's a blast from the past. He also has a... Actually, I don't think he even has a shield ring. I think he's just a regular old master mage. Except maybe with a better staff. Yeah, he has a holy staff. So his attack is actually pretty high. But, I mean, look, his defense is 13. 22 hit points. He's not going to last very long. So, let's start things off. Domingo with the freeze. As you can see, this is a pretty crazy area we've fallen into. It's filled with icy ziggurats and floating eggs. I'm not really sure what's up with that. It's pretty cool looking though, you must admit. Oh snap! Domingo is freeze level 2. Hell yes. That means I now have not one but 2 people with freeze level 2. If shit was fake before, it certainly isn't now. In other words, shit just got real. Actually, that's a bit of hyperbole. I wouldn't say shit's gotten real. I mean, we don't have freeze level 3 yet. That's when shit really gets real. Now it's only kind of real. Real-ish, if you will. You know, I don't know if I want to have Henri AoE those guys, because they might decide to stop doing what they're doing, which is just standing in one spot for no reason. I am going to have Gong and Mei, I think. Oh, no, you know what? I'm not going to have them do anything. Not until I take out that sea bat. Yeah, Ken, why don't you take care of this little skeleton here? Okay. Defense increases by 1. Not the greatest, but I'll take it. A defense increase of 1 is actually pretty decent. Man, this is gonna be so awesome. Go for it, Gort. Fantastic. Holy cow. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't usually use leet speak, but I think it's appropriate here. I think what happened to that group of enemies just now, I think that's called getting pwned. I think Gort just pwned those enemies. Holy cow! Defense increases by 8! Wow! Oh my god! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry. Computer just decided to fall asleep there. It was clearly not nearly as excited as I was about that level up. However, I am so excited about that level up that I'm going to save state right now. No matter what else happens in this game, computer cannot take away from me the fact that Gort just shot up from a defense of 13 to a defense of 21. Is that higher than May's? I think it might be. What is May's defense at? 20. Yes, wow. Gort just went from being highly vulnerable to being a walking fortress. Impressive. Low, not so impressive. Still, I don't think I've ever seen a level up where someone gains that much in a stat. Ever in this game. That was an historic moment right there, ladies and gentlemen. And see bad phase. Blah blah. Yes, yes. I attacked, and I missed. Very interesting, I'm sure. Probably more than anything else in games where enemies just, like, randomly evade attacks. The thing that annoys me more than anything is that it's just a waste of your time. I mean, you know, there's something to be said for it. You know, there is strategy and risk management. But at the same time, you just end up spending so much time needlessly going back and taking care of enemies who really, let's be honest, should have died a long time ago. And there you are swinging at them, and swinging, and swinging, and missing, and swinging, and missing some more, and it's just tiresome. I know I've complained about this before in other games. I wouldn't say it's my least favorite thing, but it is a pet peeve of mine. Evasion should not be a constant thing, in my opinion. Unless it's something that's very rare, in terms of, like, you know, maybe it shows up on, like, one not too common enemy. Oh, man. Gort is now a one-man wrecking crew. This is absolutely fantastic. See, now if Balbaroy had done something like that, he would still be hanging around. Palling around with the rest of the force. But no, he just had to go and start sucking. Couldn't keep it together. And that is why he is hitting up the bar right now, instead of hanging out with May and the rest of the big kids. You know, Kokichi's doing okay. I don't think I'm going to have him finish off that Seabat. I kind of want Henri to level up some more because I am just chomping at the bit for her to get Freeze level 3. As I mentioned, Freeze level 3 is where it gets really real, as opposed to not entirely real, which is where we're at now. Nice punch from Gong, and a level up that is, well, let's be honest, a little mediocre. And there's Lo healing himself. Good job, Lo. Way to keep yourself alive. just stay there. We're going to have Henri finish this Seabat off. Just a second. I wonder if Domingo would finish him off with an attack. What is his attack level? 13. No, he would not. Although, laughably, that is still higher than the attack level from the Hellhounds. Ah, he evaded. Poor Domingo. No one wants him sitting on their face. No love, folks. Domingo gets no love. You know what? I'm going to move Henri up here. Take out this Seabat. And hopefully that will result in some manner of level up. Although I think she just gained a level not that long ago, so probably not. What is her experience point total? 65, okay. One more of those and she will level up. And that will be very nice. Gong punch this Hellhound in the faces. One of them? Two of them, possibly? Maybe in between the faces? In that sort of necular crevice region? Necular isn't a word, but that's cool. I just made it up. And here's Kokichi mopping up the skeleton, doing what he does best, which is flapping around in his crazy flying machine and spearing things. And the worm's running away. I don't blame it. Things aren't looking too good for Wormy and friends. Two. Yeah, nah. Gort is such a monster right now. I almost feel bad letting him get more experience. We really need to work on some of these other guys instead. Ooh. And the Hellhound, for the first time in the entire game, does an attack worth talking about. As you can see, it's actually a pretty nasty attack, but it also doesn't happen frequently enough for Hellhounds to be a really frightening enemy. Oh, Lowe's level 7. That's nice. Oh, and he's finally learned heal level 2. Maybe he might become useful. Maybe. Probably not. Don't get me wrong. If I were to keep using Low, he would actually stay useful for the majority of the game. The problem is he doesn't learn Aura, which by the end of the game is pretty much the go-to heal spell. He stays useful much longer than, you know, say, Hans, but... That's an interesting choice. Doing his useless yap-yap attack. If he had done the more effective Fire Breath attack, he might have been able to finish off May. But too late for that. There are no second chances in Shining Force. You either put up, or you get punched by Gong. That's just how it works. Kokichi, where are you at? 96. Ooh. It's almost a waste to have him finish an enemy like that. Maybe I'll have Henri finish off that skeleton. What's the range on Quick? Oh, it's one of those, huh? Alright. I have a fabulous idea. Oh, it only hits one person. For some reason, I thought that Quick had a better range and area of effect than that. Well, that's alright. Let's engage in a little wish fulfillment here and make Ken's defense good. Oh, look at that. Defense increases by 10. That is a significant boost, folks. What does that put him at? 19. That's actually a respectable defense. Still not as high as May or Gort, but pretty decent. And that tells you something about just how bad Ken's defense is. You know, I think he's gonna one-shot that skeleton if he attacks him. I'm going to leave that skeleton alone for now. And save him for someone who could use the experience just a little more. I don't think Xyla will finish him in one hit. No, he will not. But he will gain a pretty surprising amount of experience from the attack. Oh, I totally forgot about that Hellhound there. Uh-oh. And he's doing his more effective attack, too. Well, no worries. I have a feeling that Gong is going to be just fine. Kokichi, on the other hand, needs to get out of dodge, so to speak. Nice attack in there, Kokichi. And he's level 13, but gets absolutely nothing out of it. Sad, sad, sad. I think it may be time to start promoting my various lance users. May, obviously, but Kokichi, too. Among other things, I want to see Kokichi start getting some better level ups. Because when a character is unpromoted, you simply don't see them getting the kind of level ups that Buffant and Gort have received. There's something about promotion that improves a character's prospects. As you can see, Gort is now basically immune to Seabat. It's kind of funny to watch him even trying to attack him. Meanwhile, Lo has a surprisingly strong arm with that little power staff of his. Chipping away at the Seabat there. Let's feed the Seabat to Buffant, why don't we? Or not. Alright, I see what it is, game. I know what's up. You want me to feed the Seabat to Henri because you're super, super excited for her to learn Freeze level 3. I understand. I don't blame you. I'm also excited about that. But, you know, you have to be patient. You can't rush these things. Looks like these hellhounds are starting to come down. Perhaps with the expectation that they can wreak a little havoc. But I don't think they're going to succeed. Simply because they are too easy to kill. At worst, they will end up being some experience point fodder for my guys. He's at 0. I don't want him killing off that Seabat. That would be kind of pointless. I think he's ready for a promotion as well. He's not getting too much out of these level ups. Maybe time to pull the trigger. The Seabat hangs on by the skin of his teeth. Ooh, Honoree's awfully close to another level up. Yeah, I could level him up again. He doesn't really need it that much. See, it's an unfortunate fact of Shining Force that much of the challenge in the game is more a matter of experience point management than it is actually figuring out how to beat the battles. The battles themselves just aren't that difficult for the most part. Alright, time to apply a little freeze to these hellhounds. And she's level 14. Decent little level up. No new spells, but that's pretty much par for the course. Dao, I think, should be able to take out this Seabat with a single swing of her staff. And so it is. Alright, May. Show me what you got. Answer is a nice throwing arm. Whoa! There's a nice level up for May. Very good indeed. Let's see, where does that put her attack? 32. Wow, I think that's actually better than Ken. Yeah, it is. Yeah, she is absolutely ripe for promotion. Hopefully she doesn't completely lose her awesome stats, because that would be sad. Time for some werewolf action. Xylo levels up, improves his defense a little. Certainly nothing to complain about. Kokichi brings the pain. It seems like a stabbing weapon, like a spear, probably wouldn't be too effective against something like a skeleton, given that there isn't really anything to stab into. But, you know what? I'm not going to question Shining Force in its decisions. Clearly, Shining Force knows best. Man, freeze level 3 would be so useful right about now. Yeah, that mage is not gonna move. Which means that it behooves us to move in and AoE him to kick things off. Speaking of which, here's Domingo with a follow-up. The only thing that pains me about doing that is that it's not very experience point efficient, since there's that 48 experience point cap per attack. In other words, I could have gotten twice as much total experience out of that if I'd killed the worms individually. But, you know what? This battle needs to end. It's gone on long enough. Bouffant, I was waiting for you! I used that mermaid to bring you here! It's the voice of the spirit from the Pool of the Ancients, in case you were wondering. The shining path leads behind this door. It leads to the land of the ancients. The key to the accursed door is there. I shall open the way to the shining path now. Nope, sorry. You were totally gonna do it, but guess what? Now there's rocks. And the spirit's like, well, crap. Alas, the path is blocked! Listen, 2 things are needed to break free Dark Dragon! Yeah, okay. Blah, blah. So Darksaw needs to get the key to the door, and he needs to get the Manual of the Seal. The Manual is in Dragonia. You must stop Darksaw. The seal must not be broken. Go to Prompt. There you'll find another shining path. So of course, as with anything where you're supposed to move quickly, if you don't move, nothing happens. They don't even try to, like, make part of this game real time. Which, honestly, I think is probably for the best, because this really excels in its turn-based gameplay. Yep, okay. Yep, you were right. You knew it all along. Good job, Priest. Way to go. Speaking of Priest, I need to go and promote my guys ASAP before I forget, because I can be a little forgetful sometimes. You can help me by immediately promoting some extremely deserving people, like May. Yes. And the Friar has to have a whole extended organ solo. And you can't do anything while he's doing it. Yep, great. Great. Okay, we're gonna promote someone else now. I don't suppose we can skip the organ solo this time. Alright, Kokichi definitely gets a promotion. So, Kokichi was a Wooknit, and now he's a Skyle, which I think is supposed to be Skylord, but I'm just guessing. And let's see, we also want to promote Gong, because he's just awesome, and he deserves a promotion. So he was a monk, now he's a Mismic, which, if I remember correctly, is a Master Monk. And you're probably thinking, man, he can already punch through solid steel. What could a Master Monk do that's better than a monk? And you will find out the answer when we begin our next episode, because we have just about run out of time. Thank you for watching Let's Play Shining Force. I'm Craig. I will see you guys next time.